2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Durant is out there with Junior. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Russell. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Josh Richardson out there with Burke. And it's Ingram in at the center filling out the middle. Richardson against Doncic. 6 to shoot. Lewis outside. And here's KD for 3. No good that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
More and more teams going to small ball, but Shaq, we still have big guys who affect winning because they throw their weight around inside. They make their presence known. Who leads the way when you think of that group?
Greek Freak, Andre Drummond, Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Clint Capella.
How do you come up with these names so quickly?
Listen, I am still the reigning president of the Big Man Alliance.
You
Anything
are.
big
You
man,
know.
I know. All these guards and foo-foo pick and pop players, I don't know who they are. When it comes to the BMA, Big Man Alliance, I am still the reigning president.
They get a hand on it. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And he comes up with the deuce.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
LeBron outside. Richardson outside. The pass to Davis. Over Lewis. And he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Doncic kicks to Lewis. Richardson with the double team. Shoots it up. And James pulls it down. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Russell with a wide open look. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. And it's Doncic missing. The Lakers on offense. They trail by 1. Here's James. That one good for 2.
I love how James works inside. Perfect balance of grace and muscle.
The league moving to shake things up, Shaq, in the regular season. There's an idea of a tournament maybe mid-season. One thing that didn't make the cut, though, changing the playoffs so that the semifinals are seeded 1 through 4, irrespective of conference. What do you think of all that?
I mean, it was a tough sell for the Eastern Conference. You know, historically, they've had an easier road to the finals. But I think reseeding would ensure a more competitive championship round. And, Adam Silver just didn't have the votes.
Yeah, and I think part of that is, too, other than football, nobody really reseeds. And you know what? You have trends some years. Look, you remember back in our era, big fella, the East was the dominant conference. You had it in the transition. And so I just think, you know what? You're just going to have those years. I like the format that we have.
You know what I say, Kevin? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't think it's broke.
And if it is broke, get a warranty.
Yes, good idea.
I'm taking that one too, Greg.
You're stealing a lot of stuff here. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
You know, I know he shoots a lot of jumpers, but that right there, Kevin, was a big man move. The defense is there, but AD's just too strong, too good.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Durant the pass to Lewis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
You've always been a student of the game, Shaq, when it comes to evaluating young talent and the future of the league. What boxes do you like to check when you're taking a look at these young players?
Well, thanks for trying to tell the world I'm smart. I'm not really that smart. It's just Kevin is just not that hard to see. You know, the greats make themselves known very, very quickly who they are. Luka Doncic, does that name ring a bell?
Yes.
Ding, ding.
How many guys are known as Aristotle? I know two. You and Aristotle.
That's it.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Shot clock at 5. Shoots.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Outside, Russell. Floats it up for Junior.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Lakers leading by 3. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Frank Vogel. And Dave, what do you have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Horton Tucker. 9 points last game out.
And the big man, Anthony Davis, leading the team that drafted him to be a part of a superstar duo with the Lakers. Shaq, does that at all sound familiar?
Yeah, listen, you know, some drama was made about the way he got to the West Coast, but hopefully he can collect those rings just like I did with the Lakers. Look, you know, the first spot for him was a struggle, and he said, you know what, I want to be with a contender. I think I'm a great player. So I wish him very well.
Richardson, good.
Against physical defense, Richardson using his length and athleticism to counter.
Back to Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Richardson up top. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Utah Jazz.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game. What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And again, it's the Lakers.
Though Richardson's improved his ball handling, he's still more comfortable in catch and shoot.
Lewis passes to Moss, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. To the paint. Oh.
Yes. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
Minnesota calls timeout, and this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Daniels is checked in for Minnesota.
And Shaq, you look at the modern-day NBA big man. A young star like Karl Anthony Towns sure seems like the future of the center position.
You know, he does his work in the post and on the perimeter. You know, he's starting to step out and shoot that 3. I think he's shooting a high percentage. You know, I think offensively, for him, I think he's best at the 5 spot because his skill level is off the charts for a big man.
I think he's got kind of a mean streak in him, too, when he wants to, don't you?
I don't know about that.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Trey Burke. Then it's Ingram. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Down low. Towns for 3. Tips it up. Junior on the follow. Lewis has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Floats it up for Davis. And it's blocked by Lewis. And he recovers it. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. The three for Doncic. The Lakers with the rebound. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And it's Davis missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And Towns gets it to go.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
The league is moving to create an in-season tournament, Shaq, something that we'd seen in soccer leagues overseas. Like that idea?
I like that Adam Silver and the league are being forward-thinking. I think players always say if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I think it's smart for the league to have the same approach. I just wish everybody well.
Yeah, and listen, ultimately, if they do make some changes, it's going to get some pushback, no doubt about it. But as Shaq said, when you start thinking forward, it's about those younger generations, because at some point, that's all they're going to know.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Lakers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
And Towns drops them both. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Lakers. Davis kicks to Ingram. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
The Lakers trail. James, the pass to Ingram. Now here's Davis. Lewis covering. From 13, but he stays with it. Another shot, and Davis puts it in. Davis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's such a graceful athlete who's willing to mix it up on the glass. AD is great at creating second chance opportunities.
And the Timberwolves call timing. Shaq, we talk about the motor of a player like Russell and Westbrook. And we also have some bigs who really get after it. And I'm sure you've got some guys that stand out in your mind in the game now who stand out in that category.
I see Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, yes.
Domantas Sabonis and Andre Mr. Drummond.
All good names. Big motors. James kicks to Burke. Pass to Davis. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Terrific anticipation from Davis. The pass is there and he finishes it with style.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's LeBron. He's coming off a 22-point game against Utah. And here's Richardson outside, and it's Russell with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Lewis passes to Towns to the inside, and Junior throws it down.
Man, you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question: toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And the Lakers making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Edwards is checked in. Lewis outside. Russell with it. Picked up by Davis. Goes up on the high post. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
A quick-minded player. Russell can adapt to defenses and put the ball through the hoop.
Near the three-point line, it's Lewis. And Junior throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin, my pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing icy hot Krispy Kreme or the Journal Insurance, you just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free?
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. Greg, how awesome is it to have Shaq with us, a guy who's been in the limelight for so long, and yet he seems to deal with it effortlessly.
Kev, a sign of true greatness, making difficult things look effortless. Shaq did it on the court for 19 years, 15 as an all-star, and now he's doing it as an analyst.
You could say, LeBron, that's too easy, but great players create these opportunities every single night.
Edwards. Here's Towns, and then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there, but couldn't secure the rebound.
And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's all right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Doncic out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Junior. And it's KD in at the 3 spot.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
And really making the most of his opportunities there tonight hasn't been the struggle we sometimes see him go through.
James in the post, defended by Durant, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Towns.
With that size and that speed, it's hard not to foul LeBron. That's the only way to slow him down.
Both shots good from the stripe. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
And Davis puts it in.
See, in the past, the contact might have discouraged Davis, but now he plays right through it.
Davis with the double team. Lewis kicks to KD. Inside, Lewis dishes to Russell. Lewis down low, working on James.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Lakers trail by 9. James looking around. Ingram trying to get open. No good from LeBron.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Lewis. chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. LeBron outside. Lewis grabs the board. Timberwolves leading by 9. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And it's blocked by Lewis. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Davis gets a wide open look. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
He's in that AD rhythm. Defensively, you need to try and deny him the ball. He's too hot.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
OG Anunoby's checked in for LeBron. Parker's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Hitting three-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And the Lakers making a change here. Horton Tucker's checked in. KD, that's for 2. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Lakers trail by 12. Anunoby has the open look. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8 to the middle. Here's Parker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Horton Tucker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Richardson, no luck.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball. Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken, yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Davis. Minnesota shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Here's the floater, but they'll get another chance. Ingram passes to Anunoby. And here is Davis. For 3, Richardson. The second effort goes up again, and it's Davis laying it in. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And Edwards with the stuff.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Lakers trail by 7. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Davis. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Richardson the pass to Ingram. Floats it up for Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
KD against Anunoby. Here's Lewis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Doncic with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 8. Passes it to Anunoby. Malone with the block. And he gets it back.
OG Anunoby had a great start to his college career in Indiana. ACL cut that short, but
the pass to Burke. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 7. Davis is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Ferguson in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. The 3 from Davis. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Lewis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Floats it up for Junior. Poke loose. The feed to Towns. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
To the right side. Here's Edwards. LeBron with the block.
you got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was.
And Davis puts it in.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Back to Lewis. Pass to Anunoby. Davis surveying the floor. He dishes it to James. Pass to Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Here's Burke. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Edwards can't hit. Lakers trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Burke finds James. And here is Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And as OG develops the rest of his skill set, this is one thing he can rely upon, that three-point shot.
Passes to Moss. Edwards with it. The Lakers with the rebound. And the pass to LeBron. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Russell from long range. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And the Lakers call time here.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. I told him this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Davis down low. Lewis covering.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Durant against James. Kicks it to Richardson. Outside, Davis. Shot to stop the run. The shot will not fall. And Minnesota will come the other way.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
There's Russell with the three. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. And that'll be his third foul so far. Minnesota making a switch. Doncic is checked in. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
To the paint. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there? Skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
James against Durant. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Kicks it out to Richardson. The shot. Here's Ingram. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
And that one falls for Ingram. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're leading by 8. And Russell gets it to go.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota. Lewis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Durant with a wide-open look. Tries again. Rejected by Ingram. Now, here's Burke. He's guarded by Russell. James outside. And LeBron throws it down.
The raw power of James excels at taking on physical defense and finishing.
Inside, here's Towns. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits.
You know, maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectation here at the pro level.
Ingram with the steal. Here's Richardson, and a slam dunk by Richardson.
Who says he's still a young man? Josh Richardson looking like a veteran, handling the pressure with ease.
Outside, KD. A three-pointer off the mark. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
From deep, James. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Richardson. No good on the three. Pass to Russell. Here's Doncic. Now Lewis. Burke covering. There's the lob to Towns. No good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a three just to give them any chance at all.
And so they foul intentionally. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Three-pointer, Martin. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now, here is Morris. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.